Yeah, but if we want to analyze honestly the game, I think it was probably our best performance at the start of the season, collectively, and what we did with the ball, the different move. We played against a low back five, and last time against Derby, we had some difficulties to create some danger and big improvement if I compare the last game. This time we did very good move. We had a lot of chances to score another goal and more goals in fact. So yeah, the result is one thing, the performance is another thing, and if I have to have a bigger picture view, yeah, I need to think about the performance because for me, if we continue to play like this, it's impossible that we will not have some good win and many points in the future. So yeah, disappointed with the results, but disappointed first for the players and for the fans as well because I think they deserved another thing today with the quality of the game, the quality of the performance, and with the support as well. It was fantastic, and at the end of the game, I think the fans they saw that we gave everything and the players gave everything and they tried from the first second until the last one to create offensively and yeah, to play a good football. But at the end, we have to be clinical, and it was not the case today. And yeah, I think they score 2 goals with only 2 shots on target. We shot 20 times probably. So yeah, disappoint. Big disappointment with the result, but I have, as a manager, I have to stay focused as well on the performance. So yes, it's three losses in a row, but when we had the good run, I always say that it's just the beginning of the season and it's a long journey and we have to stay stable in the bad and the good moments. So we are now in the bad moment, but I need to stay realistic. In fact, in my opinion, because when you play a game like this, it's so quality, you have to say that sometimes football is very hard because when you deserve something and when you don't have what you deserve, mentally for the players difficult. But I had some very positive words with them at the end of the game, and yeah, we will push them to keep going, to continue to play like this because this is exactly the way how we want to play. And I think collectively we did very good improvement.
And you always said there's room for improvement, though. You said that even when the team were winning. Are there still things you think that are missing? Are there areas that you look at still and then perhaps think?
But I have to review the game, but the way how we concede the goal, it's a question of details, but at the end, the details made the difference. And yeah, I think the 2 moves that they did, we had more players and we were in numerical superiority to cut the move. So yeah, this is probably one part of the explanation of why we concede the goal, but I think we had enough to score more than 2 goals, 3 or 4 goals, and at the end, if we were clinical and if we finished all our offensive move, probably I could do a different assessment now. But football, you have to finish a situation, you have to be clinical and very, very efficient, and it was not the case enough today.
You made 3 decisions really in terms of the attacking line. One to go with one up front, to put Ilias in the 10, and to go with Roman rather than Kone. What was your thinking there?
We wanted to have a specific player behind their midfield line. In fact, that's why Ili played here, and we create a lot of overloads in the different areas of the pitch, and I think it was against them. It's a good thing to do, and probably it's part of the explanation as well why we did some different moves, some good move, because we needed a player like Ili close to Roman, but not only close to Roman. You watch the game, so you saw where he played and which position and which area, but we wanted to do that to create overloads and to take speed and to create some numerical superiority. Yeah, that's why we play with Ely here, and yeah, Riemann scored a lot of goals the last game, so he deserved to continue to play. And Rich probably was physically in less good form the last 3 or 4 games, so it's a week with 3 games, so it was normal. But the plan was to finish with Rich, and yeah, I think he had an impact as well at the end of the game. So no regrets. I think the player did well. Yeah, just now quick recover because we have a game against Sheffield on Saturday, and yeah, away it will be a strong battle.
2 players not in the squad tonight, Frey and Esquidina. Any particular reasons for that? Or was it
one because it was my choice, and one for little issue, but probably will be okay on Saturday.
Which one was which?
Esquidina had a little issue.
Okay. Just finally for me, I know you don't like being asked about transfer market. I'm afraid it's November now, which means we can start talking to you about that. It's close enough. I did wonder, looking at the team, in particular some of the defending, you've pointed to some of the issues there. Jimmy Dunn, who was previously a centre-back, has been playing at right-back. I just wondered if you had any thoughts on whether you'd like to perhaps get someone in that right-back position if you could, and then perhaps have Jimmy as more of an option at centre-back.
We didn't speak about that yet inside the club, and to be honest, I'm not a big fan of transfer market in January. Of course, you can do just small things, 1 or 2 positions, but when you start with a group, for me it's important to work with them a full season, in fact. Because it's impossible to do an assessment, especially with our team, because we have a young team and we have many players in development. It's impossible to do a real assessment after 4 or 5 months in competition. And for this kind of group and for this kind of player, probably we need 2 or 3 years to develop them completely. So you can imagine that I'm not a big fan of transfer market window in January. Even if we can do something to improve the team, let's see. But we didn't discuss about that with Christian and with Andy Belki as well, because I think it's not the moment. And to be honest, 3 games in a week and next one in 2 days or 2 days and a half. So I have another thing to think now immediately.